put to the system and we get to share it on. So good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Onoja, and you're welcome to the class on pitch deck. So before we do that, I'm sharing. How many of us can see my screen? Just type I. If you can see my screen, just type I. Type in the chat section I. Okay. All right. So let me read the scripture for us before we start. I love this Bible verse very well. It says the horse is made ready for battle, but victory rests on the Lord. So I'll be teaching us on both sides. This is a very powerful verse. So it talks about us. So there are some certain things we're going to talk about. There's a us, there's battle, there's making ready, there's victory, and there's the Lord. So when it comes to pitch deck, I'm currently doing a pitch deck for a client right now. She's looking at raising $200,000 actually, just 200,000 naira. She's looking at raising 200K, and we're in the process of developing a pitch deck. So basically, I'll be teaching us on how to come up with a very simple pitch deck, and I'll use the templates that was shared with us. But beyond that, I'm going to be sharing with us another part. So with these scriptures I shared with us, Proverbs 21 verse 31, that the horse is made ready for battle. So the horse here can be termed as your pitch deck. So you need to make your pitch deck be ready for battle. Business is referred to as battle. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So the pitch deck can be termed as battle. No, sorry, business can be termed as battle. So getting your pitch deck ready is like preparing for battle. It's like preparing your horse for battle. But victory rests on the Lord. You need to still get to be ready for battle, because if you're not ready for battle, there's little to which the Lord can help you as a person. So get ready for battle, then the Lord is going to help you with the victory part. So victory part is with God, but do your own part and get ready. So we are going to now be looking at a pitch deck. So basically, this was a pitch deck that was shared with us. I think I'm correct, right? You can see my screen. This was a pitch deck that was shared with us. I'm correct, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
This was a pitch deck that was shared with us. And so the whole idea about pitch deck, so let me just even make it simpler for us. So the idea about pitch deck is that pitch deck is what you use to present to investors or executive in the bid of summarizing your business plan or summarizing your idea, so that putting your idea into shape, putting your idea into better form in a presentable format, so that you can be able to get their, you can be able to cut their interest in your business. So pitch deck is basically meant for presentation. So you do pitch deck because you want to present, or you want to send something very simple to people so that they can read through and get an idea as regards to what your business wants to do. So I'll basically be running us through this pitch deck and explaining to you what we will need to do. So since is it Miss or Mrs.? I know Oluwapo. Sorry, I don't call you Miss when you're Mrs.
Miss.
Okay. So since Miss Anu, let me just use Anu so that I don't bite my tongue. Since Miss Anu was the first person to show up for the class, we're going to be using her business as a case study when we're drafting the pitch deck. So I'll be running us through it. Is that fine? Is that understood?
Yes.
Yes.
So Anu, can
Yes.
you tell us what business you're into?
You know my I'm still at the idea stage. Is a data
I know.
analyst.
Okay, so yeah, the data analytic guy, person. Okay, fine, it's understood. So here is where you put your logo. So if your business have your logo, if your business doesn't have a logo, doesn't mean you're not yet in business. You can go to Canva. Canva is called Canva. It's an online graphic design tool that you can use to design any kind of graphics you want. So you can go to Canva and design something very simple to you. So then put your business name here. I know what's the name of your business.
Anan.
Okay, fine. Then something about pitch deck is that use the same kind of font throughout. Don't change fonts. So you shouldn't use Calibri front page, second page, you use Georgia, touch page, you are using X Vita, or you're using something else, Peppermint or something, Peppermint, something else. So just use the same font, and your brand color should be consistent. So our brand color at the startup place is orange, ash, and black and white. So that is what it's going to be. So if we're doing a pitch deck for the startup place, these rings will be different shades of orange. Is that understood, guys? Can we jump to the next slide? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, fine, good.
Yeah,
So the next slide, the first thing we need to note when it comes to the whole pitch deck stuff is that the first one is elevator pitch. So the elevator pitch, like it was said to you in your last class that Mr. Peter Eze told you about, is that the elevator pitch is just like a 10 seconds or one sentence that summarizes what you do as a business person. So this one already gives us an idea on how to create the elevator pitch. We are developing dash products to help dash customer with defined problem by a unique solution. Now, this pitch deck, this particular one, I think is being done because of they are trying to sell a product to someone, a tech-based product that they are developing. But if you're already into business, so take for example, I think please mute yourself, guys, yourself. All right, okay. So take for example, which person's business is already existing that we can use here quickly, for example? Which person's business is already existing? Una dey fear? Somebody should talk now. Which person's business is existing? And whose own is idea stage? So which person's business already existing? Oh, well, these guys are scared. Please, somebody should speak now. Which person's business is already existing? Hello? You can mute yourself and speak. Oh, which person's business is existing already?
Hi.
Better. Falash, what is your business about?
You know, I had to change to the one I just started.
Don't worry. Just what business are you into that is already existing?
That is already existing. Consultant, laboratory accreditation.
Okay, fine. So what is the name of your business?
SAD Bio Enterprise.
Okay, so if it is Folashade that is doing this stuff right now, our elevation page is that SADView Enterprise we provide maybe premium laboratory services to help sick patients diagnose their problem in a fast and efficient way. That is just like a summary of what she does. Someone like Anu will say, we are developing a data analytic software that will help organizations to analyze their data so that they can carry out well-informed and strategic decision. Is that understood?
Yeah, so can I say something?
Yeah, please do. Say.
Yeah, we train laboratories to attain to international standards.
Okay.
We train food and drug laboratories to attain and obtain international certification.
Okay, that's fine. But the thing is that we train this. Okay, no problem. That's fine. It's okay. But do you guys all understand this elevation pitch? So elevation pitch is the first thing. So most times when you are trying to introduce, when you are presenting your pitch deck, the first thing you're going to do is that you're going to talk about your elevator pitch. It's like a value proposition. You are summarizing what you do, who you are targeting, what is your unique solution, and what is the unique problem you're solving. Is that understood? Hello, guys. Is that understood?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, fine. So next slide. Number two, the problem. So when it comes to this problem part, remember, guys, that business is business occurs when we try. Please, can you mute yourself? Who is this? Who is this person? Please mute yourself. Leader, Lex leader, mute yourself. All right, thank you. So remember when I was speaking then, I told you guys that say business occurs when we solve problems. That when you see problem, there's an opportunity for business. Your business is existing to solve problem for either the government, to solve problem for either people, or to solve problem for organization. So at this point, when it comes to this part in your pitch deck, is where you state the problem you want to solve. So someone like Folashade, I said Folashade. Folashade's problem she's solving would be laboratory people not being internationally certified, poor laboratory services in Nigeria. She's trying to solve. Those are problems she's trying to solve. Another one is access to international trainings by laboratories in Nigeria. These are three problems she's trying to solve. Anu will be trying to solve problem of analyzing data, interpreting data, and carrying out, let's say, executing business, properly executing business, or properly executing business strategy. That's his problem she's trying to solve. So especially that sourcing data, analyzing data, interpreting data. That is the major thing that she's trying to solve. Is this understood? So everybody notes this part. You need to state the problem that you're solving. Minimum 3. Now, this problem you're solving, something else you need to know also too. Your problem should be specific to the target market you're trying to solve. You're trying to answer to. Is that understood, guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So the problem you're trying to solve for your target market, every target market has unique problems they are looking for. So remember, I told you guys about that Maslow hierarchy of needs, first class we had. And I was telling you that Maslow hierarchy of need, everybody has specific needs. So your problems that you're trying to solve for your customer has to be the problem they're encountering from what they're suffering. So you have to do research. What are the problems of my customers? So you would have already done a form of market research. You would have engaged with the customers to know what are the specific problems. So these are the specific problems you have to put here. Can be one problem, can be two problem, it can be three problem. Is that understood?
Yes.
Okay. I just got only one yes. The other persons?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Got
Okay.
it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thirdly, market opportunity. Now, most times you'll be presenting this pitch deck to investors or to people that want to give you funds. Now, for us to be able to know if your business is viable, we need to know what is the market opportunity that is tied to your business. Remember the first day in class when I was helping you guys do that thinking process, we noticed that they spent close to like 30 billion naira for food alone in Lagos. So if anybody wants to go into food production, you know Lagos is a 30 billion naira market. You know there is a market opportunity. Lagos has 20 million people that need food. Do you understand? Hello, guys?
Yes, very well.
Yes.
More than 20 million too. More than 20 million.
Yes, more than 20 million. So the thing is that you need to do a bit of market research. And to get this market research is very easy. You can get it online. Nigeria Bureau of Statistics can give you that. What you can basically do is that, okay, let's stop sharing. Let me show an example. So that this will be very practical. Trying to see which one I will use. Okay. Let's take. Please mention one industry. Huh?
Advertising.
No advertising. Aliba was trying to say. Wait, calm down, guys. Aliba.
Health.
Wait, not health now. Aliba. Where is Aliba? Okay. Market size of health industry in Lagos, Nigeria. So can you say, according to a report by Fish Solution, healthcare expenditure in Nigeria, please mute your mic, guys. Mute your mic. Except you are speaking, mute your mic. All right. According to the report by Fitch's Solution, healthcare expenditure in Nigeria is predicted to reach, this is 5 billion by 2021, growing by a CAGR of 8.35% year on year. So it just means every year the that particular sector is generating 5.76 billion per annum. This is up to an estimated of 5.3 billion by 2020. By 2021, healthcare spending is estimated to move up by 2.94%. So this is a 9.7 billion, 5.7 billion industry. So if you say you want to go into healthcare expenditure and you are targeting of making 100 million naira per annum, it is possible. Why? Because the industry supports that. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do, I can do another one. Market valuation of food industry in food and beverage. I've done some small research, so that's why it's bringing all those things. Food and beverages in Lagos, market value. Okay, it's not bringing this. What is the value of food and beverages in Nigeria? $209.40 billion. The revenue in food market amounts to this. This is expected to grow by 8.5% between 2023 to 2027. So it means if you are in the food and beverage industry, you are in a very good industry because, say it, $209 billion. You know me of this? This is serious money. So basically, if we are doing our pitch deck, we can pick that and get to put. This one is by Statista. Statista is saying the food market in Nigeria is projected to grow by 8.5% between 2023 to 2027, resulting in a market volume of 290 billion by 2027. Do you guys understand? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
basically,
sir.
yeah. So that is how to get that is how basically to get that data. So you just find out what is happening. So if you want to get the market opportunity, you can check what is happening in Africa, what is happening in Nigeria, and what is happening in Lagos. If your business is staged in Lagos, so you can do it there, Africa, Nigeria, Lagos. So you can just basically show what is happening within that industry, how many people are existing in the industry, what are the current market needs. So like take for example, property, there's 17, like 20 million now housing deficit in Nigeria. So you can put it there. Nigeria has a population of 200 million people that will need good and affordable housing. And I'm not saying, we have not said checked it, there's no time, so let's move forward. Say the Nigeria real estate development industry is valued at $100 billion. You can just basically put all of those figures here. So any investor that says that, so, oh yeah, this is a good one, means if we put money here, we have chances of making success because there is a good market opportunity. There is real needs that we're saying. Is that understood? Hello?
Yes. Very
Understood.
well.
Okay. Solution. So solution talks about what is that thing you are bringing? What is your response to this need? So what are the key resources you are deploying that will answer this needs? People don't buy products and services, they buy solution and benefits. So what is that product and services you are bringing that is coming up with a solution for this? So someone like Anu's solution to the of the stuff would be data analytics, market research, data interpretation. That is what is our own. Falashade's own would be training, research, and maybe consultancy. So do we understand that? So how she responds to it is through doing trainings for laboratory guys. She'll be doing research for some laboratory guys, and she'll be providing consulting maybe for laboratory people trying to set up or trying to do one or two stuff. Is that understood?
Yes.
Very well.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Uh, Then next, if your product needs to have a demo, you can then put product demo here. So if your product needs to have a demo, so take for example, if it is a mobile app you're trying to create, then you can also do a form of a product demo here where you show them a stuff about your product. If it doesn't, if it's a physical product, you can just put picture of your products so that people will see. If it is not a physical product, maybe it's a service-based stuff, you can just put a bit of a description about your services, how you intend to carry out your services, like your key process of carrying out the services. For Anu, our key process is basically doing research, analyzing the data. You can just put step on how you carry out the process, how you carry out your services. The idea of this part is basically just to show them what you are offering. It's either a physical product, is an app, or is a service based, but you just need to show them. I hope this is understood.
Very well indeed.
Okay.
Yes,
Business
please.
model. So after I take this business model, we'll take question, then we'll finish up, then we'll take question also too. So the business model talks about how you intend to make money as a business. Now for software companies, they do SaaS. SaaS means software as a service. So the software is what they use to power the service. The service is powered by the software. So through the software, they can be able to provide services. So for this company, what they intend to use for making money would be software, right? Having software that people can be able to come and subscribe and use. Advertisements, so they advertise and market their products, and they use affiliate channels to sell. So remember, all of us remember that our business model canvas, right? Do you remember business model canvas?
Yes.
Somewhat.
I was not in class, so like letters.
See your life in public places. All right,
Shame
fine.
to me.
Yes,
I'm
so
sorry.
fine. The video for the business model canvas is on the group, and it's somewhere. If you're watching this YouTube video, it's somewhere within my channel. You can just look for it. So, but the business model canvas, there's a part called revenue stream. So that revenue stream, remember there I was hammering and I gave you guys 5 ways of making money as an entrepreneur. So basically your revenue streams you are going to put it here. So Anu, let's hear from Anu. Anu, how do you intend to make money as a business? Anu,
I'm here.
yes, we know you're here. How do you intend to make money as a business?
Uh, Actually, I can help by
No,
gathering.
no. Please, everybody tell her no.
No.
No,
No.
no. What did you put inside your business model canvas?
What did I put, sir?
Fee,
Yeah,
management fee, and some other fees.
No,
no.
it was just direct
You know what,
selling.
Femi?
Direct sales.
When did you become a no?
Direct
Sorry.
selling and subscription.
Huh?
I wrote direct selling and subscription by selling
Okay,
directly,
fine. So you
like
say
selling service
direct
directly.
selling. So your first way is direct selling of your products and
Yes.
services. What other ways do you intend to make money? Service subscription.
Yes. Those are the two major ways.
Why don't you write consulting now? So you do consultancy, you do subscription package, then you can do training. Hello, Anu.
Yeah, me too.
So you can do consultancy, training, projects. Can be just how you intend to make money. So projects is one of. Consultancy is maybe they call you as a consultant to do stuff, and you can also get to train people, or you can also get to have software as a service. So you can look at developing a software that can help people with data analytics. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Does anybody have a question so far before we jump to the next part?
I
Yes,
do.
sir. I have a lot to, but I don't think. Okay, this is Lex Letters. I have a lot, but I don't think I would be able to get them now. So, but after maybe I ponder over what I've studied for today, what I've learned, then I think I will throw one or two questions to you, sir.
All right, no problem. Ponder on it very well. Okay, so let's take Mary J.
Thank
Mary J, what is your
All
question?
right, thank you, sir. Good evening. So you said under the product demo, if it's service based, what do we place there? I didn't catch that. I know pictures will reflect for physical products. You could
Yeah, so
have
service place. When you talk about service, you can look at putting like a process on how your services is carried out. Mary J,
okay,
you're
sir.
muted.
Yes.
So what do you do?
Yes. Pharmacy. I'm planning to set up a
And so pharmacy
community
that
practice.
you can snap yourself and you sell drugs, you snap, you do consultation, you snap,
Yes.
you give prescription. That's all. And you just quickly
Okay.
explain it, just briefly explain it. Due to contract I signed with my customers, I can't show you people some live pitch deck. So sorry, I can't. Even if I want to, but I can't. I would
No,
have
it's fine.
I would have showed you people some live one. There's somebody we did pitch deck for a client, and the person, I think the person has raised that money. Was trying to raise 100 million. Yeah, I think he has raised it. Because he came back, he was asking us to source for a property for him, so he has been able to raise it. So, who else has a question?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mary Jane. Who else has a question? Question, oh, Betty, do you want to ask a question? You are muted. Okay, so let's move to the next part. Are we understanding so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so the next part is growth strategy. Growth strategy. So regardless of your stage, you must demonstrate your company has the ability to grow and scale. So growth strategy just talks about what are the things you need to do to grow your business. For every business, especially for things that are service-based or IT-based, there are three ways you grow it. You grow it through strategy, you grow it through tactical, and you grow it through technology. For your own business, your growth can be strategy, can be tactical also, and can be technology. Your growth can actually be getting equipment. So it just depends on your business. How do you think you intend to grow your business? So Strategic growth talks about biz dev, talking about a bird's eye view of your business. So a strategic growth can be we're entering new markets. A strategic growth can be we're developing a new product and services. A strategic growth can be we're getting new partners. A strategic growth can be we're raising funds. Do you guys understand? Hello?
Yes,
Hi.
we are. I
Oh,
am rather.
all right, good. Then tactical growth is like the every other stuff. So a tactical growth can be we improve efficiency, we hire more staff, we ensure that our processes are seamless, we would get more equipment. It's a tactical way. Tactical talks more of operational. Strategic talks more of bird eye view, leadership stuff, visionary, being visionary. Technology talks about you deploying technological tools. So if say you are providing services for people and you are doing brick and mortar, so you provide services one-on-one. You have staff that do one-on-one. If you get technology and you are providing services for people using technology, is a good way to grow your business. You can scale your business with that because with technology, you can provide services to almost 1,000 people plus. Is that understood?
Yes.
All right. Any question so far? Any question? Do we have any question? Okay. Somebody is calling me, yes, boss. It's well. All right, key metrics. Please look up everyone. So when it comes to key metrics talks about when your business grows or when they give you money, what is the specific stuff you're going to use to measure that your business is successful? I'll say this again. Key metrics talks about what you use to measure that your startup or your business is successful. So to you, your success as a business would be you currently have 5 customers. When you get to 50 customers, you currently have a transaction of 10 million naira per month. When you get to 50 million naira per month, you currently have what other metrics do people need? You currently are servicing people in 10 locations. You are looking at servicing people in 100 locations. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm following.
You are speaking for yourself. So the key metrics basically
Yes.
what is what you use to say, okay, this is what we are measuring ourselves by. Should we be giving funds and what we are working at achieving as a company? So it's good you put key metrics. So key metrics for everybody would be different. So, but most times people like to put key metrics as regards to funds, as finance and customer. So mostly finance and customer. So like how much do you want to be doing? I want to start doing 2 million, 5 million, 10 million naira per month, 20 million naira per month. If you give us this money, this is our key metrics that we're working with. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
So if you see what is
Yes.
written there, different metrics are important to different investors. Try to target on what you're asking to hear about. So you need to put key metrics that the investors are interested in. So if you know these investors are more interested in money, you should be putting key metrics that has to do more with monetization. Some other investors, they are not really looking at money, they're looking at growth and they're looking at customer base. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Very well indeed.
Okay, traction. So traction, investors always feel more secured putting money into a company that is already producing. Can you show traction to subscriber in dollars? Now, I said something to you guys that day when I was trying to tell you about raising capital for your business. People don't invest in idea stage business. Please note that, except your friends and family. Real investors, they don't like putting money in idea stage business because it's just an idea. So traction here, you're trying to state to the investors or to the person you're presenting to it that this is what I've done so far. So even if your business is 1 year, how much have you made? How many customers have you done? Have you interacted with? How many products and services do you have? How many staff since have you done? How many locations have you opened? You just pick key metrics and get to put here. Is that understood, guys?
Yeah.
Is that understood? I'm only hearing Oluwafemi.
Very
Yes,
well.
sir.
Yes.
Good. So traction. So Folashade, let's ask Folashade. Folashade, how long have you been doing your training? You are muted, ma. Mrs. Folashade.
Sorry. I started 2021
Good.
and
So
I have done
okay.
1, 2, 3. I'm on the fourth one.
I
They're
almost
actually
I
having their
almost
audits
I,
today.
I almost said one, two. When you say 1, 2, I almost say buckle my shoes. Uh,
I'm trying to remember. I did one in Ilorin.
okay,
I've
fine. So
done two in Lagos. I'm on the
how
third.
many training have you done so far?
It's not okay. Like the learning is a 2 weeks training.
Don't worry, Ilorin is just one. Even if you did 6 months, it's just one.
Yeah,
How
it's
many
one.
trainings have you done?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, you have done 5 trainings.
But
Just put it.
trainings are divided into segments.
I know. Don't worry. Let's just summarize
Yes.
things. It's speech tech is summarized.
Okay, 5.
I've done 5 trainings. How many people did you teach so far? Have you trained so far?
Let me see.
Estimate,
SON.
just estimate.
SON is about 10, 10, 10, 6, and currently, let's say 8. So that's 20, about 30.
Let's just say 35, right? So say 35.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you have done 5 trainings, you have trained 35 people. Should
Yes.
I ask the revenue part? Are you comfortable sharing that? So that
Uh,
we don't bill you after the class. If you mention one serious money, please, after today, she will take care of our lunch. Everybody say amen.
Amen.
Oluwafemi, why are you the first person to answer? You have put all the guys' hands here. All right, that is
you
it.
need summary of the revenue.
Yeah, you must not say it. You must not say it. But when you are doing your stuff, you should be able to add revenue, customers you have served, how many customers you have served,
Okay.
locations you have done stuff. So that is just basically traction. So that the
Okay.
investor will see that this person has already done something prior to now. Then
Okay.
next part is financial projection. So when it comes to the financial projection, what you're trying to do is that number one, you're trying to say, okay, how much are we projecting to make as a business? So the financial projection, this does not really do too much justice because it's just summarized. But this is widgets. Widgets so talks about, say, they are selling things. So let's just take this one as your products and services. So so this 2012, 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17. So 2012, we're projecting that we're going to sell 100 widgets or 100 products. So this is our operational cost. So operational cost talks about, we'll do one class later on, not soon. We'll talk about our operational cost, how to calculate all of those. So operational cost talks about what it takes to, what we're using to operate the business, right? Like we said there, cost structure in our business model canvas if you did yours. So this is the operational cost. And the second one is revenue, how much we're making. So if for each of these products costs us 15 naira, how much are we going to be making for revenue? Hello? Let's do calculation now.
Coming in.
If each of these products costs us 15 naira, right? So it's 15 naira per product. How much are we going to be making
Okay.
as revenue?
As 12 million.
Uh-uh.
I'm asking, as 12 million, your question is not clear. That was a question.
It is
That's 50 times
not
100 now.
it's not as 12 million.
You mean 5,000? It's not 50 times 100
You said
or
Yes,
50,
50
no,
times 100 is
you
5,000.
said
yes, 5,000. Okay. As in for that's under 12. He's saying how much are we going to make if we are going each of those products, there are 100 pieces, goes for 15
oh,
naira
okay.
each.
Oh,
Betty is accountant now, so she's not missing this thing. Oluwafemi, we fall in the hands of the mail. Oh. Eh?
oh, sorry if I fall your hand. I was asking question to be clear. You actually thought I gave an answer.
Not to give an answer. Okay, fine. So 100 products, say in 2012, we say 100 products. If every product costs 15 naira, it's 5,000 naira. That's our revenue. Take, for example, that in the entire year, we spend 1,000 for operational costs. What is going to be our gross profit?
4,000 naira.
That's 4K.
Yes, 4,000. So this next part talks about EBITDA. EBITDA is talking about earning before interest,
Tax,
tax, depreciation, and what is the final one for A?
amortization.
And amortization.
Amortization.
Okay, fine. So our earning before all of that, our EBITDA is going to be 4,000. Then we can then calculate our tax and calculate everything. So you can just put those calculation and projection. Is that understood?
Clear.
Is that understood, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Rocket science.
So for your projection, don't make it more than 5 years. This is 6 years. There's no need. 5 years. In fact, 3 years, 3 to 5 years is very fine. If the investor is looking at investing long term, 5 years. If the investor is not investing long term, 3 years, it's fine. Next after this is our competitive landscape. So this, right, you can either use this or you use this. So I prefer to use this. This basically has to do with, this is a little bit technical. So let's use this one. This one also talks about is a competitive analysis. So this is your company. Who wants to talk is our product? Let's pick some competitor. Okay, someone like Folashade. I think Form Bell is one of our competitors. I don't know which other laboratory business, but I know Form Bell. I've been part of a group of people that went to do strategy for them. So take, for example, say you are Coca-Cola. We all know Coca-Cola. Your competitor is what? Pepsi. What other competitor do you have?
Biggie Cola.
Biggie Cola. What other competitor do you have? If you are in UK, Virgin Coke is a competitor for you. And if you are somewhere in Southeast Asia, like India, they have one spicy drink there that is competitor to Coke, even though it was made by Coke. So you can then look at the features of those different products and compare it with yours. So this can be quality, this can be price, this can be brand, this can be marketing, this can be users. Do you understand? You just look at key features that you're going to use to compare yourself to competitor. Normally, you are supposed to be more than competitors. So let me show you people an example of one. Yes, let me show you people an example of one. So if you are here and you use like you're heavy with softwares, asana.com. If you're heavy with software, so this is a project management software. If you're heavy with softwares, just take me. I don't want to log in. Just normal, please. Let me just enter normal. I don't want to log in. Oh, okay. So this is Asana. I'm trying to just I have the Asana app, so that's why it's doing me this. Oh gosh. Sorry. 1 minute. I want to show you guys how this stuff normally is done. Uh, so for some businesses, what they do is that on their sites, they do like form of a competitive analysis where they share, um, they compare themselves and other this thing, other ones. Um, Sorry, 1 minute, please. I don't know whether this is network or ClickUp is not.
Please just take your time.
I should take my time. Okay.
Yes, please.
No, please.
I don't want to use Mailchimp. I have an account with them, so it's going to be hanging. Constant stuff. My network is good, so I wonder why this is not showing. Okay. So this is one. I hope you guys can see. Pricing. I just hope that they did comparison here, so I could just show you a practical example of comparison. No. This guy's doing to comparison. They don't do comparison, so let's just leave them.
But sorry, you said asana.com does comparison, right?
Yeah, so what it does is that asana.com compares itself to other project management softwares. So let me see whether monday.com would show that. So all I basically just want you guys to just see is that how you can just do that small competitive analysis. They compare themselves as regards to pricing, usage, blah, 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 just different stuff, just comparing themselves. So I don't know if this one did comparison. Some compare based on pricing. Let's within our class. Let all of these things be loading. And once it finish loading, I could just check for more and just show that to us. All right. That is just basically it. So that is the whole comparison part. You pick things if you want to compare. So let me teach you guys something. At the startup, if you're trying to get a competitive advantage, you do competitive advantage based on what you are strong at. Do you understand? So it is where you are strong at that you fight. So they say normally if the eagle wants to kill a snake, it picks the snake, takes the snake to a very high altitude so that the snake will start losing oxygen. That's where it finishes the snake. So if you want to do competitive analysis, you basically would say, okay, if your product if you have good quality, then good quality should be what you should be pushing out here. If you have good customer reach, good clientele base, those are the things you're supposed to be pushing. So, like Nigeria banks, GT Bank then, not now, things have changed. GT Bank then was priding that they had the youth. But right now, they don't have the youth. The youth have disappeared. They have gone to Kuda and pay palm or stuff like that and okay. This bank, former Union Bank, they pride in that most of the people that were pensioners and people that are retirees that have serious money was with them. Those were their own competitive advantage. First Bank, you guys know now, always the first. They have been existing since 19, what they even used to call themselves. The first centenary bank have done over 100 years. Do you guys understand?
1806 or something like that.
Yeah, since it is something. So that is what you do when it comes to competitive and advantage. You look for what you are very good at and use that as your competitive advantage. Is that understood, guys?
Yes, please.
Yes, so
Okay,
Very well
then
indeed.
next thing, put your team. So it's expected that you are not the only one running the business. So you just put your picture and anybody else. So, but your team, you should pick people that are advantageous to your firm. So you don't just pick any kind of person. You pick people that are advantageous to your firm, people that will bring strategic insight and strategic stuff. So for a normal startup, there's the CEO, there's the COO, there's the CTO, CMO, CFO, C. It depends. If the startup is a more of a production kind of startup, then there should be like a CPO, a Chief Production Officer. If it is not does production and you do more of core operations, so there should be Chief Operating Officer. So basically you have that. Then timeline. So this timeline is that you're going to tell the investor that this is our strategic plan. Our strategic plan for the next 3 years or 6 months or 1 year or 3 years or 5 years. So please, if you're writing, write this down. For most times when you're creating timeline like this, there is, when you're creating a plan for a business, there's basically 3 plans people work with. There's a short-term plan, there's a medium-term plan, and there's a long-term plan. Do you guys get what I said? There's short-term plan,
Very well indeed.
there's medium-term plan, and there's long-term plan.
Long-term plan. Okay.
Yeah, short-term plan is anything between 6 months to 1 year. It's a short-term plan. So anything beyond 1 year is no longer a short-term plan. It's now a medium-term plan. Medium-term plans is between 3 years to 1 year to 3 years. Long-term plan is between 3 years to 5 years. Formerly, people create plans as 20 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. People don't do those type of plans again. The reason for that is that the way economy is changing and the way the environment is changing, stroke economic stuff, you can't just do that kind of long-term rigid plan again. You better do shorter term plan. I have a bigger vision, but do short-term plans for execution. Is that understood? So there's a short-term plan, there's a medium-term plan, and there's a long-term plan. Short-term
long-term plan.
6 months to 1 year. Long-term plan, a medium-term plan, 1 year to 3 years.
1 year to 3 years.
Yeah, medium-term plan, long-term plan, 3 years to 5 years. Is that understood?
3 years. Yes.
Okay.
Very well indeed.
You're answering for yourself. What about the rest persons? Is that understood?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Then when you're done with timeline, you basically put testimonial. So if you have been carrying out your business and you have people that have used your business and they have good say about your products and services, you can put a testimonial. If you have to do screenshot of WhatsApp messages for them, do those screenshots and post it. Is that understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Very well indeed.
Funding needs, very important. How much do you need? You need $1 million. So there's funding needs, there's use of funds. So this person combined both the funding needs and the use of funds. So funding needs talks about how much you need. Use of funds talks about what you want to use the money for. So there's funding needs and there's use of funds. So what is our funding needs? Our funding needs is we need 10 million naira. What do we want to use the 10 million naira for? We want to use 3 million naira to buy equipment. We want to use 3 million naira for marketing, and we want to use 4 million naira for business development and operational structuring. So we want to get an office, we want to hire more staff, we want to do some consultancy work, we want to use 3 million naira to do marketing, and we want to use the other 3 million naira to buy equipment. So that is 10 million naira. Is that understood?
Very well indeed.
Is that understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The
Then
use of
finally,
funds.
yeah, finally you put your logo and you put every other, you put your logo and you put every other details that you have. And that's all. So yeah, you can take questions. So right now, let me take question from you guys. Question, please. Question.
Question.
Even if you ask question, no. I ask question.
No, yeah. We need your
Sorry.
question. Come out, please.
Sorry,
My guardian
can you
angel.
please go to the financial projection again, please, sir?
Okay.
Yeah.
The financial projection. What is the area? What is your issue with the financial projection before I go there?
No, I just want to ask a question because there's traction before financial projection, and in that traction you were giving example and then you mentioned revenue and all, and in financial projection the revenue will still come up again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
since that will be there, is there still a need for traction? And also, the financial
So
projection, is it the same as
calm down,
valuation?
calm down. So I think you're missing it.
Oh,
Traction talks
oh,
about what you have done so far.
I'm with you. Okay, okay.
That is traction. Traction is what you have done so far. It's assumed you are not starting the business new. You have been running business. So what have you done so far since you started?
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I think I'm looking in from okay for investment firm, for example. Now, basically, what the investor will mostly focus on is probably asset under management and your money management and how much and how far you've grown the revenues, which is not the same like other products, industry and all. So I was convincing that with that. So thank you. For the financial projection, is it the same as valuation?
No, valuation is different.
Okay. Because I was
Valuation
seeing
is
some
valuation
there.
is valuation is a separate class, a separate topic, but the most easiest way to do valuation is just to multiply your last revenue in your last fiscal year by 10. So you say if last year you did say 20 million in revenue, your business is valued at uh, 200 million.
Okay, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do. I actually understand valuation. Is it going to be included in the pitch deck or is not needed?
You don't need to put valuation. Sometimes some people do,
Okay.
but well, you don't need to. It's not cast in stone.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, boss.
My name is Mr. Bak. Okay. Any other question, guys?
Excuse me, sir. Testimonials. Can you? I didn't catch it. I was this coming again on testimonials.
You are sleeping or what?
So
Don't mind me. Okay, so when it comes to testimonial just talks about people that have used your products before. So they can basically give you, they can give you a They can give you good customer review that you can use. So testimonials talk about customer reviews that you can basically use for stuff. Sorry, I was searching something. That's why my face was down. So testimonials talk about customer review. So
Okay, so that means you now place them also on the pitch deck
yeah,
as part of what people have said.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can. If you are starting, if it's an idea stage business you're trying to pitch, you basically don't have any testimonial. So don't go and form what is doesn't exist.
All right then.
Voila.
Mhm. No lie, it will catch up with you. Okay. So before we go on with question, remember I quoted, I think not Psalms, Proverbs 21 verse 31 that says, the horse is prepared for battle, but victory belongs to the Lord. Um, business is battle, and preparing the horse for battle is like preparing your pitch deck. The next part is victory. So we're all Christians here. Sorry if you're watching this stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to talk about God and Jesus right now. So if you want to excuse yourself, it's fine. Uh, business is spiritual also too. Business is physical. Business is also spiritual. Business is not just. And I know I just hear people just say, um, uh, business is spiritual, right? But there's still the physical part of business that we get to do. But there's a spiritual part of business. So take time to really pray, right? If you're trying to pitch to investors, take time to pray. Prayer is one. I think the Bible says in a part that the heart of the king is like a stream in the house of the Lord. I mean, I never read that part. It turns it for whatsoever it wills.
Yes, I know.
What I has read, I think is in Proverbs 22, verse 1 or verse 2. So take time to pray. Me, sometimes if I try to pitch for something and I've not really gotten it, I carry one seed and go and sow seed. I'm just teaching you guys practical stuff I do. So apart from praying, you can sow seed. It's still good. The spiritual principles that basically get to work. But just know that God ultimately gives victory. And something I've learned so far, and I will just get to share that with you guys. If after you have done everything, you have prepared a good pitch deck, you have pitched, you have prayed, you have sowed seed, you have believed God for it, you have released your faith, and it doesn't come, don't disturb yourself. Just move on with your business. Because I'm very young, right? One of these bets. I'm very young, and my little experience with God is that when I try to get something and I've not gotten it, and I've been trying, and I've done all what I can do, I normally rest because I know that sometimes the no's we get from life is God rewriting us to a better stuff. Is that understood? Hello?
That's true. I agree. I concur.
Lex later. Okay, I'm enjoying this
Like
time because
letters.
of it. The rest people are just muted, just looking at me. Some of them are even lying on their bed.
No.
Okay,
Enjoying
fine.
it.
Yeah, so
I con-
yeah, practical example. I'll give you guys one practical example. I think when I finished school, then I was trying to pitch. I was trying to sell cars. I was just finding something to do so that I get money. So I was just trying to sell cars. I tried. It didn't work. So I went to meet somebody one day. Come and buy car. He said, if I told him this thing last week, he could have bought car for me. And he said just bought this car on Thursday, so he can't return it back. I would have made like maybe 100K out of that day or 200K. And I just finished school. By then, 2012, 2013, it would have been a good money. And I spoke
Big
to
money, man. Big
us,
money.
and the person said he has bought car. I was like, what is this? I never knew the person selling car then was a fraud. My friend got money from two persons. He pitched the idea to two of his friends. They agreed. Both of them sent him 400K, 800K. And he sent the money to the guy. The guy just disappeared. Do you know this guy ended up in Panty? So my dad was working with,
Voila.
my dad was working with the DSS then, and was head of legal team DSS in Lagos. He was the one that actually went to go and bail the guy and had to sort the guy out. So and it took the guy a lot of time to pay back, and it really destabilized that guy for like 2 years. So that is one out of plenty other experiences I could give. So if you're trying to get money from investors, you try. Of course, study the investors you want to get money from. Let them be a concrete agreement. I was telling you guys that day. Oh, it was somebody I was telling. So when it comes to getting money from investors, so let's just do this short class. For a startup, I will advise you, the first level is to get money from angel investors, your friends and family that can give you money and you can repay back. And it's a soft loan they'll give to you. They call them angel investors. The next level is that if you want to get money from investors, I'll prefer as a startup or a small business, your money you're looking at getting from investors should either be debts or it should be equity that is capped. Don't give full equity. So giving full equity means I give you 20% of my business, you give me 10 million naira, and it's forever. What about your business turns to Facebook? It means that person owns 20% of a billion naira business. It's not worth it. So you need to cap it. And remember the class of barrister, is it Tunde's one? The barrister that came to speak to us, and he was talking
Yes.
to us about agreement. So what's your agreement? So you can do
Yes.
debt, you can do debt financing. You give me 10 million, I'll pay you back in 5 years, and I will be paying you 2 million every year. It will be 2 million naira plus 10% of the 10 million. So I'll be giving you 3 million naira every year for the next 5 years. That means in 5 years, I would have given you 15 million. Good one, perfect. If you know your business have a system in place, then you can do that. Don't go and get money as an idea. So someone like Anu, where's Anu? Anu has run away. Yeah,
Just look down.
she has logged out. Someone like Anu, I would encourage her to go and pick money as debt from an investor. She can pick money from friends and family because she doesn't have a system in place in her business that she can guarantee that X amount of money is coming to my business every single month. It's just an idea stage business. An idea is just an idea. An idea without execution is trash. So ideas are good. Most times when I talk to startups and I say, okay, what's your business idea? And they're afraid of sharing it. I'm like, say, let me tell you, ideas are flying every day. Now the person will execute now, it will work. The ideas fly up and down. So it is the person that executes that enters the market first.
Yes.
You know, those people that just please, Betty,
class
Betty, so
Mute yourself, please.
so the people that brought out airplane that called Wright brothers, right? But there was another guy, I think there was another guy, an English, a professor that wanted to bring out plane, but didn't bring it out quick. So the Wright brothers was the first people to bring it out, and plane is accredited to them. So basically that's it. Any question? Any other question?
None from me, sir.
All right.
Thanks so much for the last part. Thank you.
All
Sammy,
right.
I have a question.
Okay, ask your question.
My own question is like, how would this Saturday be like? How
How
will
will
it go
you?
like? This Saturday.
No. Oh, wait. We
How
can do that. We'll see. Do you know what?
will
Do you know what?
it be like?
Lex, let's do. You can ask that question on the group, not here. Let's focus on this one. So, any question as regards the pitch deck?
But
Is there any question as regards the pitch deck? Okay. In the absence of any question, let me stop recording.